Alright, so to make our circuit board, I've got this piece of copper clad PCB. You can get it on Amazon in huge packs. One pack will last you probably a lifetime. But I've scribed a line here of how wide I want this circuit board to be. I'm going to put them in the bandsaw to cut them. Now you can cut them in a miter box many different ways. We're going to use a bandsaw since it took us, if you guys remember, this Craftsman bandsaw took forever for us to figure out how to get it to work, and I was too stubborn to give up on it and take it back, and we got it to work. So let's go ahead, let's see if we can cut this. There we go. This is the width of our guy. Now we're going to go scribe them again, and then we're going to cut our channels and make our circuit board. Alright, here I've got them clamped. We cut them that way. Now, not everybody's got a bandsaw. Not everybody can do that. But I'm going to show you right now. I could have just gone to the bandsaw to do this part, but I want to show you what you guys can actually do. Now look at the workbench. See how instead of having fascia to the front, it's to the rear. Why is that? Because look at that. We can clamp those two. We can put two clamps on there. We can clamp this guy. Now there's a line on there that has been scribed for how wide this thing's supposed to be. We can get in here. There's a line right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look. We need to find a little hammer. What we really need is Grandpa's tack hammer. If we can find him, he's got to be around here somewhere. We want a small tack hammer. And okay, I found him. He's way back here. We want a small tack hammer that's really lightweight, that we can do some tapping with, so we can cut this guy. So I got this little tiny, this belonged to my grandpa. He used to fix picture frames, so this thing is really tiny and really useful. And first we're going to go ahead and we're going to take, what we're using here is this guy. See his shape? He's shaped like this. Almost like a diamond shape. He's super sharp though. And we can start this. Now I could do this on the milling machine. I could do it on the bandsaw. I could do it in a miter box. There's tons of ways I could do this. But I'm going to show you a way where you can do this that really, gosh, I don't think we're going to need Grandpa's tack hammer, because this guy is sharp enough that he is going to make a really good cut here, isn't he? He's going to, I don't think we're going to need the tack hammer to do this. Okay, he's way sharper than I thought. I mean, I know he's sharp and everything, but I got it, man. I was gonna go through and do all that, but now, no, here I am with this, and then I'm gonna take it down here, right on the edge here, and I'm just going to bend carefully. Ooh, so smooth, so smooth. Here it's gonna be our circuit board guy, right? What we need to do now is draw from our diagram. So let's take a look at the diagram we have laid out. So, using our lab book, let's see, what did we get here? What do we got? Well, we don't need you, or nobody. What we need is this. This here is what we need. That's what we're going to do. This decoder. Now, the thing about this decoder is these wires are not in the order that I really want them to be. It's okay though, because as you know, we're going to set them back a ways back over here. Okay, then we're going to make a platform like this without the hole in it. It's going to sit right here, and we'll find a way to bring up these motor wires, and then we're going to put our guy on here like this, and then we're going to solder all of our wires to them. And maybe we might even engrave this with some special stuff. Probably take a purple Sharpie, make it purple, whatever we got to do. But this is the pattern we need. So I'm going to set this guy up. I'm going to set this guy up. I'm going to use the milling machine to make that pattern, but you don't have to do that. I'm doing it because I've already got it set and it's easy. You can use just like we did with that file, and if you draw your lines even a little bit first and use an alcohol marker. Let me show you one. Let's see, where do we got one? Purple's my favorite. Here he is. So if you use one of these guys, a Stettler Permanent, so you could basically go like that, something like that, and then we can draw a line here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use my my guy. Where did he go? I'm going to use this guy to make them nice and straight. And you can mark it, and then you can either file it just like we did just now, or you can do like we're about to do using the milling machine. So let me get that drawn out, and then we're going to do it. Right. Here's what it looks like after I've drawn the lines. And I tried to use that straight edge thing, and well, it's not as easy, and I did some freehanding, but that's okay. So what we've got here, we're facing this way, and there's our locomotive facing that way. We've got our red here. Okay. Then we've got our two motor connectors, the orange, the gray, and the orange. Okay, then we've got our lights. And we're going to put blue in the middle. We're going to put yellow over here by the black. And we're going to put white down here. And then we got this guy who goes all the way. That's the black. That'll be the black wire. And on here it's the blue wire. So we got yellow for the red, blue for the black. That's how it's going to go on here. And then that way we can connect up our power. We can connect up our power to the two sides from both directions. We can bring down from the decoder, from up here, we can bring down collect the power, redistribute that power back to the motor, and activate the lights. That's how we're doing it. Okay, now I'm going to load them up in the milling machine, and we're going to cut those paths. All right, here we go. Here we go. I have in the milling machine here a special circuit board cutting bit, but you guys can do this with a file if you want to. I'm going to use this guy. I'm not even going to turn on the machine, and if I've done this right, then I should be. Ooh, that's a lot, isn't it? Let's turn them on a little bit. Let's just turn them on a little bit. We'll turn mine a little bit. Okay, you guys don't have to do this. You can use a file to do this. And where's our guy here that will clear that out of the way? Yikes, that's leaving a very big path. Okay, now let's see what we got here. So we've got a rail for one side. let's go over here and let's see if we can get a rail to the other side. And also, this guy isn't even in here straight, is he? No, he is not. And we're gonna have to bring him up. I have to bring him up. He doesn't need to go that deep. He definitely does not need to go that deep. So let's bring him down here. Is he gonna make it across here? Is he gonna do what we want him to do? We're gonna find out here in a second. Then that way, in the back, we're gonna let's let him down a bit. You guys can do this with the file, and actually, if you do this file, it'll probably be better than what I'm doing right now. All right, so I'm gonna turn him on again. I wasn't gonna turn him on at all, but he's not level, so we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to turn him on. He's not entirely level, thanks to that wood block I got under there, but he's good enough. All right, so he'll be good enough for that. Where's our guy here? All right, let's see if we can do another one. Can we do this guy right here? Maybe. Be cool if we could. Alright, so here's this part here where we got to go across. Let's do the other guy, then we'll go across. And we'll isolate those two things where we're going to put those orange and gray wires. Oh yeah, he's not level at all. Not even a little bit. Nope, he's not even a little bit level. That happens. If you're doing this a file, it's going to probably going to turn out way better than what we got. But at least if we've got the, if we've got what we need here, we should be okay. All right, so here's the line where we need to do the orange and gray are right in here, but we need these two outside guys to be separate. So let's see if we can do this. Can we? Or do we gotta drop down? Yeah, I think we gotta drop down a little bit. Okay. Okay, then what we're going to do is we got to split them right here in the middle. Just split them. Just like that. Okay. Okay, there he is. There he is. That's it. We got him. If you do this with the file, you should have a much cleaner board than what we got right here, but this ought to do the trick. So now we'll clean it up and we'll get ready to what we're gonna do is we're gonna smear it with acid paste and then we're gonna tin it with solder. Okay, here's our final circuit board. Oops, we got to clean them off some acetone first. We just got acid paste. Here's our decoder. All we got to do now is make a better one of these. We can't have one that's got this hole in the middle right there. That's just not strong enough. So that's it. Now we need to make the platform. Then we can mount him, and start wiring it up. Looking pretty good so far, I'd have to say.